It's not about supporting Deedee over supporting Gypsy. This has always been about truth versus fiction, manipulation, scamming, etc. You can believe Gypsy was a victim and still believe that Deedee did not deserve to lose her life, because she didn't. Deedee did not deserve to lose her life in the way that she did. Regardless of what Gypsy says, she has continued to remind us that she was taught to be a very good liar. So the question really is, why would you trust her and believe that whatever was going on was solely because of Deedee? When Gypsy was 24 at the time of her mother's unaliving. So at that age, you know right from wrong. You know that there are other ways to get help if you are in need of a situation where you need help. Gypsy did not do any of those things. And then on top of that, she has admitted to everyone multiple times that she had access to a phone, access to computers, access to a bus pass, access to her medical cards, access to her social security numbers. She also had access to receiving all kinds of things in the mail. And you still want to believe that this person was not able to call and get any sort of emergency assistance? She knew how to order things to be delivered to her home. She knew how to go online, purchase bus tickets. She knew how to go online, order wigs, dildos. She knew how to travel alone because she got on the bus and went to various places in Springfield. There was absolutely no reason that her mother needed to die, other than that was what Gypsy wanted. So again, this is not supporting Deedee over supporting Gypsy. It's supporting the facts of the case and understanding that there is a lot of nuance with this particular case, a lot of lies, a lot of manipulation, a lot of money, a lot of greed that is still pretty much going on today. Gypsy knew that her mother was using her to receive funds, and Gypsy felt entitled to those funds. And when her mom wouldn't give them to her, she stole them. And then when her mother would ask for the money back, Gypsy obviously would have to give the money back. But because Gypsy felt entitled to it, she was resentful of her mother. And I believe money and resent are two things that are the main cause for why Deedee lost her life. Gypsy says that she wanted freedom. She could have gotten freedom without unaliving her mother. And those are the facts. That is not about supporting Deedee over supporting Gypsy. Those are facts. She could have gotten away. Unaliving her mother was not her only option. And I think that that's what a lot of people don't seem to understand. She had other options. Unaliving somebody is not the only option unless you are, right now, if somebody came in here and tried to attack me and I unalived them, that's self-defense. That would have been my only option. Her mother was asleep in her bed, not a danger to Gypsy in any way. The same way she allowed Nick into her home to brutally unalive her mother, the plan that they had carried out for almost 2.5 years was the same way. She could have walked out of her front door, took the money that she stole from her mother, and started a new life somewhere else. Unaliving somebody did not have to happen, but that was always going to be the end goal for Gypsy, because she thought that unaliving her mother was going to solve all of her problems. And in fact, it actually kind of did, because now she's infamous and she's got money streams coming from everywhere, and everybody's looking at her like she's the ultimate victim, when she was the perpetrator who orchestrated the unaliving of her own mother. Yes, you can be a victim and a perpetrator at the same time. And if you're going to allow Gypsy to be a victim and a perpetrator at the same time, how come you're not allowing Deedee to be a victim and a perpetrator at the same time? You villainize her every single day in some way on the internet. She does not deserve to be defamed after you brutally took her life. Like, leave your mother alone now. Let her rest in peace. Stop lying on her and telling people that you had no other option. Gypsy, you had a lot of options. This is the option that you chose because you thought that this was the best way for you to get revenge on your mother. And you did that. You got your revenge.